O come, Emmanuel, O come. Welcome in to Georgetown Lutheran, to a few moments together to reflect in this Advent season. So if you're at home, I invite you, if you have them, to light a candle or some Advent candles, to find time during the season, now or later, to light a candle, to breathe, to get cozy, to find times to relax, to wait in this Advent season. I was away the last week enjoying some vacation time, and when I came back, the tree was here and the decorations put up, thanks to faithful church members that made it happen. And you know, there was such a gift in coming in, and they had done this, and it happened. And it made me think about, as I've been thinking about this season, what makes this season magical, or what makes the wonder of it? And to some extent, it's holding on to the truth that it might not happen. That if we take it for granted, that the tree will go up, that we'll be able to celebrate, then it becomes expected. So this Advent, I wonder, how can we prepare without assuming? How can we prepare and be ready and hopeful and all these things, all these like Advent buzzwords, and yet not miss it, not take it for granted? Because I think in that there's some vulnerability, that it might not happen, that a part of hope and really receiving the gift of something is also knowing that there's a chance that it might not work out. I think we lose some of that in the safety, thankfully, that most of us enjoy in our lives and that we have in this season, and that we know that Christmas will come and the tree will go up and the things will happen, and whatever, might not go perfect, but it'll happen. But maybe it won't. And what if we held our breath on Christmas Eve, waiting to hear the good news because we weren't sure if Jesus the Messiah had been born or not? What if we held our breath because we weren't sure if love had come as a baby? I think, honestly, we often miss that part too, because unless we're actively trying to have children or giving birth, sometimes we forget that the process of doing so is not something that's given either. That having a child, even in today's modern world, is risky and scary and hard, and not all the babies make it, or all the moms. And so we hold our breath a little bit. And I think in some ways in Advent we need to, or at least leave open the room to be surprised. Like I am by this tree. I wonder if they've given her a name yet. I like to name our trees that we have in there, because I'll get close to them, watering them over the next weeks. But where have you been surprised? Where have you been a little bit vulnerable and then found yourself met with good news? How can we, still expecting and knowing and trusting the good news of Jesus, also make room and understand our vulnerability in that as well? In doing so, we might really get to hear this as a gift, that God comes among us vulnerable to fleshy and really human, and yet loves us completely, just as we are, holds us and walks with us, no matter what. Thanks be to God. Happy second week of Advent.